Welcome, wrestling fans, to another exciting episode of Continental Championship Wrestling's Superstars of the Ring. We are 2 weeks away from the biggest show of 2018 thus far, Stampede. Callahan Ford on January 20th. Fans in attendance, you are going to see history made. Not only the big 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, the winner of that is going to obtain $10,000. The main event match of the night will be Jamie McKinnon versus the man that wins this monumental match, as well as becomes the new Southern States champion for Continental Championship Wrestling. Now, we have seen superstar after superstar make their bold statements for 2018. They're going to be the champion. They're going to face Jamie McKinnon. It is going to be a monumental event, and you're not going to want to miss it. Tickets are on sale at all venues. Please check us out online at ccwrestling.biz. Make sure you get your tickets early because ringside is going to sell out very quickly. Now, while you are on the website, and this is a little bit of self-promotion for me, is that we are having the 2017 voting. Now, a lot of votes have already come in. In fact, as of this morning, and as we've taped this on Tuesday nights, as of this morning, we are well over 1,000 votes. Now, you're going to want to take a look at specific categories. Match of the Year candidates, Personality of the Years, as well as Rookie of the Years.
I've heard enough!
Yeah?
I've heard enough!
Oh, God.
Does it always smell like this when you're in here? Because when I'm with Brian Blitz, it doesn't smell this bad, or when I'm with Eric Snook,
Really?
never smells this terrible in the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's your name again?
Frankie Morris.
Oh.
You know my name.
Yeah.
I do Frankly with Frankie.
Yeah, I'm sure.
CCW's highest paid superstar.
They'll be
Most likely. I don't know. They won't tell me.
There'll be theme music, I'm sure. Did Sandra let you in again?
Yeah.
Because I locked the
Every
door.
time.
I was real specific about this.
Yeah, no. Sandra's going to let me in regardless of what you guys do.
Well, I've heard some of the early voting for Personality Year, and do you want to make your pitch to the fans? Because you might need it.
God, no.
No?
Nope. They're going to vote for me regardless of what I do right now.
Are you sure? Because
Yes.
you're running against Brian Blitz. You're running against Eric Snook, and not only them, but the voice of Continental Championship Wrestling, Craig Young, that guy. So, I mean...
The voice of Continental Championship Wrestling, Craig Young.
You're
Look
right.
at this guy. Look at this guy, big brain, Craig Young over here with the big voice.
Now, you
I
are
don't
in
think
there...
they're going to vote for you.
I don't think so?
I don't think so.
Damn.
I think they're going to vote for Frankie Morris like they did last year. And like they will next
They
year.
should vote for you. I
And
mean,
the year after.
I think you should have been up there for Match of the Year because that match with you and Duke Staines was fantastic. That was a treasure to call.
That match is nothing like the match I'm going to have with Landon Cruz, the Stampede. Landon, don't take me lightly because of Duke Staines' little fiasco, okay? Buddy, I'm not your friend. It's not going to be a fluke like that. Craig's not going to have any ammo to make fun of me, okay? 3 count in the middle of the ring. Frankie Morris, naming lights. Landon Cruz in the history books. Thank you. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Now, just since you happen to be here anyway, the 2018 Battle Royal. What's your thing? You've been telling everybody for weeks, I've got a plan, I got a plan. How are you going to win the Battle Royal? I got to know. Because I want to put my money on you.
Now, this is where I know that every other Continental Championship wrestler doesn't have the same cognition that Frankie Morris does, because there's rules to matches, right?
Right.
And this match has simple rules, rules that are very easy to bend and misconstrue and make them work the way Frankie would like them to work. You know what I mean? You catch my drift, Jelly Bean?
I got you.
You got it? Okay.
So just on the off chance you win. I mean, you survived 19 other guys. I mean,
Right.
we got guys like Donnie Bronson in there.
Look, Donnie Bronson's going to go out there. He's going to throw out all of his big moves. Everybody's going to go out there. They're going to tire themselves out. They're going to work their asses off. And then I'll be okay. I'll be well rested. I'll be reserved. Because I'm smart.
You're just going to
Use my brain.
outlast, and survive.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah. Easy.
So what happens?
Easy.
What happens?
Easy.
Now, say
No
you
one's
win.
going to lay a finger on me until the end of the match.
Say you win. Are you really prepared for Jamie McKinnon?
No. But I got to work around for that, too.
All right. Well, we're going to actually hear from Jamie McKinnon, who addresses you specifically and your chances of winning the Battle Royal this year.
Well, he's probably going to say that he knows that Frankie Morris has a very high chance of winning the Battle Royal. Jerry McKinnon seems like a smart enough man. He probably knows his way around the locker room.
I think very high is a statement we could see. We're going to go to that interview right now.
This is a personal message to a few people. This is outside the business. This is not your champ talking to you. This is one mad Texan. And the reason why I'm mad is because after I shoot this interview, people's going to say, well, he's not around, he's not here, he's not there. They're going to rebuttal to what I say, and then I'm not going to have a chance to say my piece, so I'm going to say it now. Listen here, Daniel Anderson. You sit there behind that card table and behind your daddy's skirt, and you think you run something. Well, you may have more money than everybody else in this company. Between what you and your daddy steal from CCW, you probably do have more money. I got a little bit of money too. I own a little piece of property in Texas, and I own some property in Florida, Daniel. I'm not doing too bad. But what I am doing is being your champion, Daniel Anderson. Boone Anderson. I'm your champion. And you can't do nothing about it. So, before you start throwing my name around, you better get some respect. And the other person that's been mentioning my name a lot here lately is Frankie. Listen here, Frankie. I don't know when you got knocked silly. I don't know if it was when you was born. Maybe the doctor let you hit the floor. I don't know if it was when you was a little kid and your daddy backhanded you. Or maybe whenever you got to be a teenager, something strange happened. Or maybe that night that you was wearing that silly, ridiculous Yuli Hornet and I clothesline you. Maybe that's what done it. But for you to even mention my name, Frankie, it's not a very good thing for your career. Leave it alone and make sure that you don't win that battle royal, because if you do, the next time I take your head off, it may be permanent. Now, this is for the last person. The very last person. Shooter McGee. I'm going to give you a little advice, Shooter, and it's free. Since you're on this big kick about nobody helping you, well, I'm not trying to help you, but I may be saving your career and maybe your life. Listen here. Whenever you poke a grizzly bear, you better be ready to fight. And whenever you poke a lion, you better be ready to fight. And whenever you mess with a legend, like you've decided to do for whatever silly reason, you better realize, I've been fighting this guy for 20 years. He could possibly break your neck, Shooter. Turner's nuts. You think I'm crazy? That guy really is nuts. Did you see the way he backdropped me on the floor in a bull room? Shooter McGee, do you think? We used to be friends too, Shooter. He used to like me. He used to try to help me. Listen here, Shooter. You, my friend, have picked a bad, bad road to go down. But if you're going to continue down that path, listen here. The next time you take that boot off, you better try to smash his skull in. But that's not going to get it, because he doesn't have enough sense to quit. Chris Turner doesn't have enough sense to quit. You can't beat on him enough to make him quit. But deep down inside, he just wants to be friends. He wants to be friends with everybody. Chris doesn't want to have to hurt you, Shooter. But trust me, my friend, he will hurt you. Oh yeah, Chris. If you ain't got time messing with Shooter at WrestleBash sometime later in 2018, why don't we have a little fun again, huh? Because you certainly ain't going to win that Battle Royal.
Okay, well, I guess Mr. Big Man's got to talk about me, I guess. I try not to start any trouble with the Outlaw, but seems like trouble has found me.
Of all the competitors in CCW he rambled off, you are like right at the front of the list. How much do you want to win Stampede this year, Frankie Morris?
Yet again, everybody thinks you have to follow the rules just because they're there. You don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to fight Jamie McKinnon at the end of the night. You go home, okay? I could win the belt. I could win the Southern States Championship. I could beat Landon. That's easy. I'm not even really thinking about that. And then all I gotta do is avoid Jamie, go home at the end of the show, wrap it up, party in the hotel room. This is easy. This is so easy.
I'm just wondering if Jamie McKinnon decides he wants to fight and finds you in that parking lot
No,
or
I'm fast.
hotel
I'm
or the
faster
party.
than him.
Or
I run a lot faster than him.
let's go
Unless
back-
he's got one of his horses. I'm good.
let's go back to Landon Cruz.
Okay. All right.
The new breed upcoming now. What are you going to do if he wins the Battle Royal? I mean, you're kind of going to the back of the line, right? I think he's got a chance. I really do. Have you seen him in the training facility as of late? That kid is putting in the work, the effort.
Did you just say if Landon wins the battle royal? If
I
Landon
think
wins the Stampede match, did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, all
there's
right.
20 men in that match that have the opportunity.
Look, Landon, if somehow you win the Stampede match, okay, if somehow you manage to throw me over the top ropes, I don't know how you're going to do that, but you still have a match with me. You still have to go against me. So,
I mean, it may not be a bad thought process, too. You can walk out with the Southern States Championship one way or another, right?
this is easy. This is the easiest night of my life.
And
Landon winning Stampede is not going to be the first thing that happens on the card. I promise you.
What happens if he's in the Battle Royal just longer than you? Does that make him better? So, as we move forward on Stampede, we want to kind of bring this week's match of the week to fruition. We're going to show a retro Superstars of the Ring flashback match of a previous Stampede where the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon not only won it but also capitalizes on it to win the World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to go to that match right now.
Our first contest is the 20-man over-the-top Battle Royal. Continental Championship Wrestling. Contestant number 1, Fabio De La Terra. The dealer, Vernon Black. The Southern States Champion, Jesus Freak, Logan Stevens. Representing the collective, the Revelator, Kevin Toole. Cousin Ricky J. Solo Joe. Shooter McGee. Once again, representing the collective, the future, Jonathan Wells. Continental Championship. From the Society of Sin, Peckovus. Flashing Cash, Hayden Price. Also from the Society of Sin, Dante Steele. Rock and roll, Chris Banner. Once again, from the collective, Daniel Anderson! Anderson! stand, Diamond. Eric Moore. CCW Alternative Champion, Christian Evans.
Championship Wrestling.
Outlaw, Jimmy McKinnon. Skylar. Our final competitor, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mad Dog Miller!
All right, wrestling fans, Mad Dog Miller going to be the last man introduced for this year's Stampede 2015 Battle Royal. We see all the competitors already stacked up in the ring. We just wait for the ref's call, and we will go live to action. Brian Blitz, last chance. Who do you think is taking this year's Stampede Battle Royal?
Well, Craig, I got to tell you, there is a lot of competitive individuals in here, and it really is anybody's guess. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's got to be somebody who holds no allegiances. You're talking about people like Solo Jones. You're talking about people like the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon. But you know what?
Look at this. Look at this. I already at the start. The
Oh, yeah,
collective.
yeah,
the
actually,
collective are trying to come in together.
Something a little strange going on. The collective, well, they're a group.
They're a group,
And
but the entire roster.
they're going to have to look after one another's back, and that's a strong unit. But will it pay off in the end?
Well, all three have to get into the ring. The bell hasn't rang yet.
You see the entire roster trying to goad the collective into getting the match. And Jamie McKinnon,
Here we
the entire
go.
roster, they're going
Here we go.
after.
Wow, and the collective.
Craig, this is absolute pandemonium already, and Jonathan Wells is already out of the match.
There goes Anderson.
And there's Anderson.
Kevin Toole, and they're holding
They're
on.
struggling to get Kevin Toole out.
So Jones tosses them over the top.
The Revelator just got eliminated.
The collective is done.
The collective is already out. Craig, it took that long. Just a few seconds. And did you see the way Solo Jones just attacked the Revelator from behind?
The collective's not right.
Every single one of CCW on notice, they each went after us. Do you realize that this means more?
Kevin Toole is my choice for winning the Battle Royal tonight. This is all over the place. Referees instructing the collective.
Craig, obviously the collective not very happy at all about the outcome of that. I got to tell you, Solo Jones looked real strong there as he was actually the one that got Toole out of the match.
Look on the far side of the ring. Looks like Rock and Roll Chris Turner's been eliminated.
Rock and Roll Chris Turner has been eliminated, and rather quickly, might I add, a veteran of many of these battle royals. But
Wait a minute, I think I just saw Skylark and Vernon Black also dumped to the outside. Am I mistaken? It is the dealer. Shooter McGee.
The dealer.
Over the top rope.
No, Shooter McGee actually went through the middle rope, it looked like.
McGee, did you go through the second rope? McGee walking to the back. Did you go through the second rope? Yeah, McGee's not eliminated out of this. McGee's back in. Dante the Dragon Steele.
Dante Steele, it looks like he got his wings clipped there.
Shooter McGee was not eliminated. Camera's went over the second rope.
Shooter McGee.
Oh, he's
certainly-
eliminated.
I can tell you
right
what, I
behind
got
him, his partner Eric Moore also heading to the back of the locker room.
I got to give McGee a lot of credit. He showed a lot of heart getting back in that match because, I mean, he thought he was eliminated. He realized he was, and he went and gave it another try. He really had a good, legitimate shot.
Looks like Alistair Diamond's also been eliminated. Look, Romeo holding on.
Romeo De La Guerra.
Oh!
And a beautiful Superman punch by Pekovic, and De La Guerra is out of the match.
Ricky J.
Cousin Ricky J. And there goes Pekovic.
Solo. Right over the top. Mad Dog Miller.
Mad Dog Miller
Mad
has
Dog-
eliminated Solo Jones. There's down to 4 men now, Craig.
One of these men will have the opportunity later tonight to face the champion, Mayhem Marks.
Who would you take now?
McKinnon's just pacing. McKinnon's just holding out from the corner.
He's like a viper. He is just stalking. But I got to tell you, you cannot can't count Hayden Price out. He was last year's winner, and he did go on to win the
Mad Dog
championship.
Miller's up there. Mad Dog Miller's hanging on.
Oh,
he's eliminated.
he's out.
Wait a minute. Hayden.
Now you got Hayden and McKinnon, the last two in the ring.
No, Hayden Price won last year's.
We might have a rematch of last year's championship.
Wow, the crowd suddenly behind the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon.
Actually, it sounded to me like they were pulling for Mad Dog, but Mad Dog no longer in the match.
Oh,
McKinnon,
did he get him
McKinnon,
over? Couldn't get him, but
Flash and Cash Hayden Price still hanging on. See, he is a former champion. He knows how. Oh, good grief! Good grief, and McKinnon
with the Battle Royal! McKinnon's going to get his shot at Mayhem, Julian Marks.
Winner of the match and the challenger for tonight's CCW champion, as well as awardee for a $10,000 check, the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. Frankie Morse, you're going to be in that Stampede Battle Royal.
Right.
Jamie McKinnon just showed you he outlasted 20 guys
Right.
and took a title.
Right.
Are you inspired?
No.
No?
Completely different technique. I have my own way of winning this
He
match.
fought through 20 guys to
That's
win it.
dumb. Because he still had to fight again. This is the easiest thing, okay? I'm not going to get hurt in the first match, alright? And then, when it comes to my next match, I'll be well rested, and I'll be able to plow through my competition. Easy.
Yeah.
What if I have to fight 3 times, you know? What if? You never know. You never know.
The important thing I just got from all that, did you just call the champion's tactics dumb? He shows up. He has a key to this place. Frankie? Maybe it was a slip. Maybe it's a tactic.
No, you know, I'm a man of my word, and I think what I said was true. I think fighting all those men at once is dumb. But anyways,
You saw his promo. He already knows your name.
it's fine.
Speaking of other
It's okay.
people, let's change topics. Save your bacon here for a few minutes. One of the other big matches for Stampede, Rock and Roll Chris Turner and Shooter McGee.
Okay.
That's been a close friendship for the years I've been here. When Shooter came in, Chris Turner took him under his wing, helped him along.
Chris Turner brainwashed him and got him on a losing streak. Yeah, good job, Chris. Great job. Good job.
He's a
Shooter
former-
did exactly what he should have done. Okay?
Shooter's a former tag team champion.
Yeah, that's great. What's he doing now?
But he belts if you held in Continental Championship Wrestling.
Right, but if I win one, it'll be on my own initiative. It won't be because of Chris Turner, okay? I'm telling you. Had nothing to do with Chris Turner. Those two need to have this match, and Shooter needs to show him who the bigger man is. You don't know what you're talking about.
I don't. Shooter McGee is not going to show Chris Turner the biggest man is. Chris Turner has gone out of his way to be a mentor and a supporter of Shooter McGee, and Shooter McGee has turned his
Shooter,
back
bang, bang.
on Chris Turner.
No, not into it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from Shooter McGee right now.
Turner, what I did to you at Abbeville was just a taste of what you're going to get at Stampede. I know all the fans didn't like it, but I like it, and that's the only thing that matters, because I'm only here for me.
You do know if you win Stampede,
Right.
you're not facing Landon Cruz. You go right to the main event. $10,000 in your pocket.
So I only have to have 2 matches.
Yeah.
Not 3.
Not 3, no. I mean, you'd
You're
be
doing
out of
all
your,
this cardio for no reason.
yeah, you'd be out of your
Silly.
contract match.
I'm silly sometimes, Craig. You know that?
No, hey, it was
I'm a silly
confusing.
guy. I'm a silly guy sometimes.
Now, that said, if you do win Stampede, this is one of the big. This is the prize.
Okay.
And this belt's heavy. A lot of and to take it seriously, there's 19 other guys in this match that have never even had an opportunity at a title.
There's 19 other guys in this match that probably can't name all the southern states. It's okay, Craig. I understand that not everybody is at the same level of greatness as me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, as we just heard from Shooter McGee, also one of the competitors in that match, if he does not walk out with this title, he's going to have his hands full with Rock and Roll Chris Turner, and I believe we're going to hear from Rock and Roll Chris Turner on next week's episode. Now, speaking of greatness, it is a reminder, please go online, vote for the 2017 our year-end awards. Rookie of the Year, Match of the Year, which you're in. I voted for you in Match of the Year.
Oh. Which one of my several matches was it? Were all 3 of them on there? Were all 3 of them a Frankie Morris match? Come on.
No, there was one really good. In fact, I even got to do commentary for it with you and Donnie Bronson, where he put his foot right through the middle of your chest. That was a good night. I personally voted for him. Now I don't want to influence the vote, other than vote for me for Personality of the Year, which Frankie's also in for. I mean, he is the host of Frankly with Frankie and Superstars in the Ring at times. But yeah, that match with Bronson, I cannot wait to hear his acceptance speech for that award. That's greatness. Well, we're going to wrap it up for this week's Superstars of the Ring. Frankie, you got anything more?
You know what? I think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been great. For us here in the studio, and for Frankie, with Frankie's host, Frankie Morris, your possible next Southern States champion, or not.
Definitive next Southern States champion.
I don't know the definition of that. Ladies and gentlemen, for Greg Young, for Frankie Morris, we'll see you at ringside.